Yo guys, how's it going? So today I want to show you how I do edit my explainer videos, and I'll try to break it down in a very simplistic way because I don't want to make this video too long. The first thing is I want to show you that this video that I did is basically from a channel called Food Discover. I was modeling the channel, and then I had this idea of like just training. I use the video to train, and that's one thing I'll tell you to you guys is that you have to have references to train so that you know what to do, so that when you edit your videos, you have something to use. So let's just say a little bit of the video first.
Neapolitan pizza. Neapolitan pizza is considered the foundation of modern pizza. It started in Naples in the 1700s, when tomatoes from the Americas were added to flatbread.
So as you can see, pretty much all of the icons and the little things in the video, they are dynamic. So when I say Neapolitan pizza, the first thing that pops is a pizza out of nowhere, and then boom, it says Neapolitan pizza. Then as I explain it, basically what I'm trying to do is visually make it easier for the viewer to see, to understand the message behind the video, because that's the same concept that we go back to, which is when the person is bored, they don't understand what's happening, they click off super fast. So what I did here, I try to maintain every single second if something's moving, no matter what it is, no matter if it's pizza or the text or something. So for example, the pizza is here, and then I zoomed in a little bit of this little icon. So as you can see, and then as I am explaining, I'm sorry, about the other concept, I also have that as well. Okay, so it's this foundation, and then I had this kind of smooth entrance to the foundation word. Okay, and then I zoom down, but look at how smooth that is. Okay, and then as soon as the thing leaves, I have Naples, which is the place where the thing that I'm explaining in the story pretty much. And then it's the same thing with the 1700s. So as you can see, everything is just so smooth. All right, I'm using this little effect right here, which is the blur effect. Okay, for pretty much all the motion. If you just see, the timeline is this. So this is the actual timeline for the video. Okay, I was following this. So everything I'm doing, if you check the keyframes, as you can see, we have the effects from flatbread. Okay, and as you can see, when something leaves, it goes to the left and it gives me this smooth effect. And as I dropped the other thing, one thing I should have fixed is just, I feel like the thing is hitting the image when it shouldn't be hitting the image, but I'm gonna fix that later. But that's pretty much what I do, right? And then as you can see in the effect panel, I can see some of the compounding options. So here is the keyframe for that part. And if you see the effect, that's pretty much the effect I'm doing. I just try to pull that as close as possible to the initial part so that it creates this little smooth thing. So it like starts easy and then just goes, it creates this smooth effect. I don't know how to explain, but it just feels better rather than having something that I go to the right and then it feels a lot slower. All right. Because basically I'm trying to like sync up what the narration is into the video. Okay, so pretty much the same thing. If I mention a pizza, or if I am mentioning a tomato at the same second that I am mentioning the tomato, for example, or the narration or the story is mentioning a tomato, I have that pretty much at the same second. All right. So I was talking about added to flatbread, something like this, and then that's pretty much what I did in here. Now, if you just continue following the edit, we have more things. So this was just for 20 seconds, but just that 20 seconds alone, it took me a while to do because you have to sync up everything, right? So if you see here, this part that I did, I had to roughen the edges, and then I had the margarita. And as you can see, when the margarita joins, it's like very smooth, and then it goes to the left, and as soon as it goes to the left, it's like I'm pulling 1889 up so that you can feel that it gives that smooth, really satisfying edit for the viewer. Okay, so if you just see
For
it,
the workers. The most famous version, the margherita, was reportedly made in 1889 to represent the Italian flag. Today, authentic Neapolitan pizza follows strict rules that define everything from the ingredients to how it's cooked.
okay, so that was 20 seconds. Let's watch it again.
Neapolitan pizza. Neapolitan pizza is considered the foundation of modern pizza. It started in Naples in the 1700s, when tomatoes from the Americas were added to flatbread, creating a simple, affordable meal for the workers. The most famous version, the margherita, was reportedly made in 1889 to represent the Italian flag. Today, authentic Neapolitan pizza follows strict rules that define everything from the ingredients to how it's cooked.
So that's pretty much it, as you can see. And then so like I'm trying to put a lot of information into the white background, and then um I change the weight, I change the icon, the size, the position of the icon. So for example, this is larger on the side, okay? But as soon as I change it, it's a square. But now it's not, all of a sudden it's not a square anymore. Now it's a short that I roughen the edges to make it look like a little phone effect, right? And then something comes to the right, and then something comes to the left, and as soon and at the same time that the things are coming up to the left and to the right, I am zooming in both of those images right here so that the image is never still, or the video is never still, right? And I'm replacing that to another thing to sync up the two other files that I have, right? So I am zooming in all three at the same time, trying to keep them synced up. And as soon as I finish the section, I literally shrink it and I give it that really beautiful effect. So that's pretty much how I do this. Okay. So for example, this is the video that I used as a reference from Food Discover. Okay.
With
Let's check
base
it out.
44.
Let me just finish this. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same thing, but my version of doing it. Okay.
Neapolitan pizza. The Neapolitan pizza is considered the very first version of modern pizza as we know it today.
So, okay. Pretty much here's the original video,
Neapolitan pizza.
but he did a different style, but it's like the same thing, the same effect with After Effects, the same little icons, the same speed. Okay. And this video got 238,000 views in 11 months. Okay. And it's a really, really interesting video because it's explainer videos. And if this in this channel alone has 86 videos, and they have already 68,000 subscribers pretty much, and it's generating roughly $4,700. Okay. And like I said, I'm not telling you to copy other people. I'm not saying you to. I'm not telling you to do this. What I'm showing is like some of my the way I train for my projects, for my videos, for little things that I have. This is just one channel because I really like explain your videos, like something explained in 5 minutes or less, or 10 minutes or less. It could be food. It could be maybe like stocks, for example. It could be entrepreneurship. There's a lot of things that you could explain it in 10 minutes. It could be brands, phones, technology, anything. Okay, in this case, we're talking about food, but it could be anything. And the idea here is kind of show you what you can do, like what's the power of After Effects, because it's super annoying and it's super hard. It's professional. It's industry standard app, right? So I got to train for that. And this is just a little bit of what I do. And if you want any tips or any lessons or just help you be a better editor overall, just hit me up in the comment section down below and I'll be able to help you. Okay. Now that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.